There are some common misconceptions about personal injury law. David Green from Green & Phillips is here to clear that all up for us. One of the first ones, David, is personal injury lawyers are ambulance chasers. Talk to us about that.
Well, that's exactly right. That people think that, and then that is the old notion that these guys are all out trying to get cases and trying to get your money and not trying to help. That is so wrong. There are people out there throughout the country that do that. We don't have that in this area. We don't have that in Alabama. We are fortunate to have very ethical attorneys that do it right. Our law firm gets cases primarily, and they see us on TV a lot, and they think, well, they get most of their cases off of TV. Well, that's really not normal. That's not really right. Most of our cases come from referrals. Probably 20% of our cases come from television or advertising. The majority of them come from other people that are satisfied with our services.
Well, that is great to know. One of the other misconceptions about personal injury law is that you settle before you finish your medical treatment. Tell me about that.
Well, and that's a very important thing. Sometimes if people don't have an attorney, they may settle their case before their treatment is finished because they just don't really know. The insurance adjuster may be pushing them to try to get the case settled, doing their job, as we always say, but not always the best thing for the client. So if you have a personal injury lawyer, they're going to guide you through to make sure that your doctor is finishing their treatment before you settle the case.
Very important. Another misconception, hiring a personal injury lawyer means you're committing yourself to some sort of long, drawn-out legal court battle. Tell us about that.
Well, it used to be that way. It used to be that if you hired a lawyer, your file would sit in the corner, and until he would have to put the fire out, he'd put the fire out. And so basically that's not how it happens now. Firms like ours that handle a large volume of cases have a case management system that moves your case forward all the time. So you're not really going to have to be worried about your case not moving, and it's not going to be that drawn out. Our cases take 90 to 120 days on soft tissue cases. Serious cases, yes, they can take a little while if they have to be filed, but very few of those have to be filed.
Does it have to be a big case? Because some people think that minor injuries and things like that, you don't need a lawyer involved.
Well, I think you possibly do. And it doesn't cost anything for someone to look at your case because really, I mean, it's a contingency fee arrangement anyway, which means we only get paid if we get you money. And we always say if there's damage to either vehicle, there may be damage to you. So you need to make sure you get checked out by a doctor. And also just go stop by and talk to an attorney.
And right there, you kind of touched on what our final question was misconceptions about the cost of hiring a personal injury lawyer. And like you said, you don't get paid until the end.
That's right. We only get paid at the end. Sometimes we just don't get paid. Sometimes we spend money and time on cases, and the facts are just not as we thought they were after we flesh it all out. But generally, we do receive money for clients, and folks are very happy.
We hope we cleared up some of those misconceptions for you, and you can always sit down and give the folks from Green & Phillips a call or visit their website, greenphillips.com. We'll have a link to that on our website. David, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Good to see you.